As we say, 3 times he's managed to be a champion this year. He's got a very good conversion rate as well, hasn't he, when he gets down to the business end of tournaments.
Yeah, he has. What is it? 23 finals, 16 wins, and that's pretty impressive. He obviously likes the big stage. He's definitely got the game for it, and he's full of confidence right now. Just won Tokyo a few weeks back and did very well in Shanghai. Pushed Djokovic all the way in the final, just dismantled Federer. I should say Nadal in the semi-finals, and he's really taken that confidence on into this tournament, and he's rising up the rankings.
He is number 5 in the world right now, and there you can see his appearances here, 5 appearances here. In the past champion last year, in that very long final that he had, 47 wins this year, and ironically didn't play the French Open, of course, and lost early at the US Open. So the slams, Wimbledon aside, weren't that successful this year for Del Potro. You remember as well that early loss he had to Jeremy Chardy at the Australian Open. So outside of the slams, he's been absolutely outstanding for the most part. There it was, that victory over Laxonen in the first match here. Only been in this town 24 hours before he had to go and play. And then 4-4 against Mathieu. Edouard Roger Vasselin, as we say, yesterday was down 6-2 in that third set. So a 10th final here in this part of the world for Federer. 77 career titles. If he wins today, he will move into sole 3rd place in the Open era in terms of titles. He'll move above McEnroe, who he's tied with at the moment, and he'll be behind only Lendl and Connors in terms of titles in the Open era. It has been, though, no doubt, as we all know, a troubled year for the Swissman. He's had those back problems. That's something he talked about this year. Perhaps he should not have played. He's made a couple of bad decisions when the back has been affecting him. He feels he shouldn't have necessarily played. But we're trying to get some confidence back, and has chased it a little bit, and he's admitted that mistakes were made, no doubt about it. 40 wins this year for Roger. And the first year since 2002 that Federer failed to reach a Grand Slam final. Been impressed by him this week?
Yeah, I have. He's been playing very well. A few blips here and there, but he's really coped with the bigger points better than his opponents in the end. Yesterday was a strange old match in the fact that he was having to play so well to stay ahead of Pospisil, and managed to get to the point where he was serving for the match and just threw in a bad game there. And I just think that carried on a little bit. Didn't quite cope with the disappointment that well at the start of the third. Was a breakdown, but immediately broke back, and you did feel that was a key moment for him, because if he had lost that game and gone 4-1 down, I feel that Pospisil may have run away with that one. But overall, I think he'll be very happy with the way he's played.
You can see the head-to-head there. Del Potro has won the last 2 tactically. How do you see this one playing out?
Yeah, it's going to be a fascinating match. Federer yesterday using the slice, return a lot using the slice, generally mixing his plate. Del Potro, you know, he's a real powerhouse now, and he's going to look to power through Federer. He's beaten him the last couple of times indoors. A record that, well, Federer's indoor record speaks for itself, one of the best ever. But Del Potro has really taken his career to the next level. He's been really impressive, and you certainly have the belief that he can beat Federer in his hometown, with the crowd certainly firmly behind him.
That's Roger's mum. She used to do the accreditation for this event a few years ago, when Roger was just a young lad. She used to give out the badges. This really is a tournament very much in the family. Of course, it's been a slightly rocky relationship that Federer has had with the tournament director here, Roger Brenveld. In fact, there's no contract with this event anymore. It's purely just a year-by-year basis. And there's all the eyes on the Swiss president, who's sitting in the corner there next to Roger Brenveld. That's Uli Maurer, who is the president of Switzerland, elected in December of 2012. He's here. He'll be giving out the trophies this week. That's why the camera lenses are focused on that particular section of the stands. Well, I guess a lot that depends today on how Federer pulls up from yesterday, because that was a long match, and physically he hasn't had too many weeks like this in the last couple of months, so we're going to see how it goes. Del Potro, I think, a favourite of.
I think so in my mind. I think the way he's been playing just overall is a touch better. The fact that he did it against this guy last year as well and got through, will give him that confidence and that belief to go that step further again.
Been serve dominated their last couple of matches, these two. And wouldn't be a surprise if it was any different today. Nick Lester alongside Armin Palmer here in the commentary box. And no doubt the atmosphere is going to be electric. Federer need to give them something to cheer about. We'll see how it goes. Enjoy.
Love.
They're so serve dominated over their last couple of matches. They've only been 3 breaks of serve in 6 sets. Federer breaking Del Potro only once in those 6 sets of tennis. There's an early salvo fired by the 32-year-old.
I think he's going to look to do this quite a lot. The backhand down the line is one of his best shots. And he's got time. He's going to go for the winners. Can't allow this guy to set. Such a powerhouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, no flash photograph. Thank you. .40-15.
Bucks him into a corner. And the Argentine with a comfortable hold to open proceedings here. Good indoor record, Del Potro. In fact, if you run through the numbers, he's won 28 of his last 33 matches indoors as the #1 player from Argentina. Fox only lost 1 match indoors this year, and that was to Gilles Simon back in February. Expect him to struggle physically today? How much of an issue is it going to be pulling up from yesterday, do you think?
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. He was physically pushed to the limit, and he made an interesting point at the start. And the fact that he hasn't had that many matches this year, so body may respond a little differently, but the flip side is that, you know, he is fresh as well.
first service.
Yeah, the last time. Sorry,
yeah, no question that he's going to be sore today, you know, after a match like that. But he never gives the impression, he never will let on that physically he might be a bit tired.
Yeah, Federer hasn't played 5 matches in a week since Rome in May. Now, of course, he played 5 matches at the French Open, but that was over the course of 11 days. But last time he played 5 matches in a week was in the early part of May. Oh, that was a bit of a shank from Del Potro. Good enough.
This one was just a little awkward for Federer. Outside the doubles alley. Really had to go for a winner there.
Urging himself on. And one apiece here.
1 game on.
Certainly been more vocal this week, hasn't he, Federer? The come-ons, the LAs. One thing he struggled with yesterday against Pospisil, Federer, is that return of serve, especially off the backhand side, just getting enough on it. So many times we saw this sort of point play out where Pospisil was just pushing Federer side to side straight off the return.
Third love.
Reward for just sticking a racket on the return.
30-15.
A little lucky, but
$40-15. Yeah, Potro.
Fairly animated at the moment, isn't he, Federer? Now here, he trails 2-1. First set. Also split with coach Paul Annacone a few weeks ago. Annacone saying that he thinks Federer has another major in him. And of course, we know Federer's passion for the game undimmed. He'll do his training block with Pierre Paganini in the off-season, as always. Long-term trainer Federer's is Pierre.
I like to camp out in Dubai, don't they? In the heat.
Yeah, I think I'm right in saying that some of the work's also done in Zurich. I think Federer goes to Zurich for a little while and then heads across to Dubai, as you say. Spends Christmas there with the family.
Well, the young players that I used to coach had an amazing honour to go and train with him over that period a couple of years ago in Dubai. It's quite incredible how much work he does put in.
Every point that Federer wins is greeted with the most enormous roar. So what did the chap that you coached take from his time with Federer when he was training with him?
Well, I just think how hard he still works at his age and all that he's achieved. It was a little surprised the amount of hours he spent on the court training physically and playing really throughout the course of the day. It wasn't just a few hours in the morning, it was really the whole day. Even come out at night under the lights occasionally.
It was an intentional return that I think to draw Del Potro forwards, wasn't it?
And that's where he's had a lot of success against Del Potro. When he brings him forward with the slice, keeps it low. Del Potro very good laterally. He's got a lot better moving across the court, but pull him forward. There are little frailties there.
Oh, what a run! And that'll get him going.
And this is why he puts all those hours in on the court, in the gym, for points like this. Still got the speed. Never lost the hand skills.
Breathtaking. Intention is fairly clear. So that one quite cut it enough, did he?
30-15.
Yeah, not quite sure what he was trying there, whether it was a drop shot or one of those short slices again. It's an obvious tactic he's trying to implement here.
Second one of those we've seen. And another beauty. He's taking the pace off.
Good job.
Right through that one, stayed on it nicely. And that really is his get out of jail card. First serve. Seen it all week how it's got him out of trouble.
devastating strike from the Argentine. This has been a very enjoyable opening 5 games. It's 3-2.
Always looks to dominate with the forehand, Del Potro. Always camps out in that backhand corner just to make sure he gets the forehands. It's a little bit of an awkward looking forehand, but Lee does hit it well. Hit through any surface, whether it be the clay or hard courts. There's no trouble hitting winners.
See the distance run right here, and that's a standing start that he had. There, you can just see the standing start that Federer had to undertake, and of course the distance that he covered to chase that one down. Team in Hawkeye doing the job for us there.
Never likes to give up any ground after the serve, Federer.
15 love.
It's on the baseline there, and just taking that on the rise.
Certainly been a very energetic start from Federer, this, isn't it?
Definitely. Looking very intense and looking very focused.
Ladies and gentlemen, please don't take the replay.
To think he's only won 1 tournament this year is amazing. So he's desperate to get this one.
Visto che Potro is charging a call, I served the ball was così.
Second serve it'll be.
T15. T15. Federer.
So another comfortable hold here for Federer, who if he wins today guarantees him spot. Guarantees himself a spot, should I say, the Barclays ATP World Tour Finals. Even if he loses here today, almost guaranteed to be there as well. Very, very unlikely now that he won't make it.
And mentally, it must be a strange proposition this year. Going into the kind of last third of the year, knowing that he hasn't qualified yet. Not used to that feeling.
Good tennis. Yet again, Federer uses luck to his advantage.
He got away with it because the return was just a little weak, but Del Potro didn't take advantage. And Federer just having time on these passing shots. So effective, the back behind pass, especially as Del Potro was off balance, the 360 recovery there.
So hyped up, isn't he?
Yeah, I've never heard him this vocal. Very much giving himself a hard time when he misses a ball he feels he should have made.
And the whole time today, he's been looking to get in Del Potro's face as quickly as possible.
He will have a bit more time on that second serve today. Pospisil's yesterday, just incredible kick and power. Del Potro's second serve not as big, not as potent.
Good job.
He really does disguise this forehand very well. Can go either way here. Plenty of space between him and the ball. Just holds on to that forehand, just splits second longer.
See the ball toss go slightly further over his head there from Del Potro, which gave away the kick serve. Made a bit of a mess of the recovery. Federer will be bitterly disappointed. The first volley especially.
I think he's a little surprised both of these ones came at him here. He was looking to move either side, but then look, he was protecting the backhand side there. Not enough on them.
So Del Potro holds once more. And last year's champion has a 4-3 advantage in this opener. Not sure what that's all about. Mentioned a few times this year about Del Potro's racket situation. It's been flagged up. How he hasn't got too many frames left. Just the 2 rackets he's getting strung every day here. And in fact, the stringer's told me an interesting story this morning. That he strings it at 58 pounds. Yesterday alone, his racket tension dropped 4 kilograms from the start of the match to when he gave it back, which I was a little surprised by that. Dropped from 25 Ks to 21 in the space of the match.
Well, that is very surprising, because it's not as if he's using gut. I think it's some sort of poly string. And that stuff doesn't really stretch either. It's very unforgiving.
You're in Basel. What are you doing? Well, of course, as we mentioned, doesn't have too many frames left because he's sticking with the batch he had when he won the US Open. Incredibly, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's interesting to find out why he won't switch. He obviously feels that they're going to be a little bit different. A little bit of cat and mouse there from both players.
15, 13.
Potro isn't all about power. He can produce feel when he needs to.
Spot of danger here for the first time. Federer responds nicely.
Third shot. $40-30. Jeez.
Fantastic first serve. Challenging, but caught the line. It was the depth that caused Del Potro all the trouble. He was right.
Got him.
Started with a big forehand return. He'd been threatening off that wing on the return. And he's finally made one. And he was on top of the point very early on.
Well, there was only one break in the final here last year. And it's our first opportunity for one today. is long. And Del Potro is the first to break in the final.
Del Potro leads 5 games to 3.
Del Potro was just able to crank it up a notch or two in the last couple of points. Just take a lot of time away from Federer. Federer just looking a little rushed. That's what this guy does.
Law 15.
It's a mistake. He got the forehand totally wrong. And this could be a nice way to bounce back.
Didn't get hold of it, Del Potro. It was a shank.
Law 30.
But Federer just so quick to punish him.
Franco Devine. Oh, it's a beauty. It's the third one of those today from Federer. He left the court wide open, the Argentine, and Federer walked through it.
The depth there right in the corner. You have to hit that one very well. Out of position was Del Potro.
It's wide. It's a break of serve straight away. What a response from Federer. Once more, the noise inside the St. Jacobs Halle goes up a notch. 5-4.
Del Potro leads 5 games to 3.
Well, what a poor game from Del Potro. Good one from Federer, but poor game from Del Potro.
Yeah, didn't see that one coming. Just was an unforced error to begin with, and then did get hold of that forehand on the second point. It just gave the opening to Federer. And then a very good third point. He's annoyed about something. I'm not quite sure what, though.
Unless Mohammed is possibly saying to him about his time between points, and he's sort of warning him, I don't know. I don't think that's the case. Del Potro engaging in once again a fairly heated conversation with Mohamed El Janati at the change of ends, and continuing to do so here. I don't quite know what it's about. It started really at the last change of ends, didn't it?
Maybe he was asked to just hurry up a touch in between serves. Tough to say, tough to know.
So Federer, who has already done something he didn't do in last year's final, and that's break Del Potro. Back on serve.
Chill off.
length he kept on the ball in that rally. Just give Federer nowhere to go. Super tennis. Wow. Not for the first time this week. It's just been something out of nothing, really, that Federer just donates.
That's happened quite a few times. The manner that he's lost his serve, frustrating for him.
2 set points. Down to 1 in the blink of an eye.
13-14.
Magnificent from both men. And it's Federer who shows the steel.
Well, this is probably one of the best points he's played all year. And Federer side to side, continued to try and attack. There's a fair bit of defence in there, but didn't cough up the unforced error that time.
Longest rally of the match so far.
And what a way to back it up.
Wasn't the cleanest forehand he's hit all week, but it matters little. And once again, deafening in here.
Well, the crowd certainly playing their part, and that'll be a bit of a body blow for Del Potro.
5 games off.
Interesting to see how he plays his first point.
Potro looking a little flustered. 5-all.
Quite get the feet in position. Maybe a little surprised at how good that second serve was. It was very close to that centre line.
Federer changing the pace, using the slice early in the rally, and really hitting out off that one.
Third love. Mr. Federer has 2 chances. Fourth love. $40-15. Potro.
Tiebreak apiece. We are in this first set still, and a tiebreak is just around the corner.
Potro leads 6 games.
You would imagine. 6-5.
That was a good response from Del Potro. It was a big game to lose. A couple of set points. Could have easily been disappointed in that service game, but just kept his cool. This was most certainly a lung buster for both players. Side to side, probing, trying to find a way through. Some excellent length from Federer.
Only had one top 10 victory all year. As Federer, remarkably, was against Joe Tsonga at the Australian Open way back in January.
Was on that one in a flash. We did question if Federer may feel a little fatigued from yesterday, but certainly no signs of it. Playing as quick as ever in between points, no hanging around.
Third shot.
beating him for time here. Del Potro. Length as well was just superb.
They do nicely.
I don't think it was the cleanest, but the direction was spot on. Flirting there with the line.
Del Potro's look said it all, didn't it? Point then to take us into the breaker. Silky from the former world #1. And no real surprise that this first set goes all the way. 5 of their last 6 meetings have involved the tiebreak.
First set, tiebreak. Each player received 1 additional charge.
Including that fabulous final here last year.
Thank you. Beautiful. One, 0, Del Potro.
Oh. 9,200 people were blowing that ball the other way.
2-0, Del Potro.
They didn't blow hard enough.
Luck of the gods when it hits the tape here. You've seen a few that have gone long off the net cord, but that one just the perfect net cord. A dead one.
Two mini breaks already for Del Potro.
0, Del Potro.
I'm not sure that was intentional. That was just a block return that just happened to go in his favour, didn't it?
Yes, and it's happened a couple of times now. Just
3-1.
Del Potro just struggling to react quickly enough there and have the skills when he's up to the ball. He's probably thinking, where's my bit of luck?
First serve does the trick, and Federer will switch ends. A 2-point deficit here.
4-2, Del Potro.
There's the Swiss president on the left of your shot, next to Roger Brenvald, the tournament director here.
It's always a risk going out to the Del Potro forehand. If you get it right, that's what can happen. You can open up the court. There's no way Federer will back down on a shot like that.
Just Del Potro's second ace of the set.
Potro.
And you can see how hard Federer is working to stay in the rally, the footwork, the intensity of the footwork there. And as he just tried to hang on, wasn't quite able to. And again, monologue coming out of the Swiss man. 3 set points for Del Potro. Impeccable length from the Argentine. And he takes the opening set here in the final of the Swiss indoors. On the tiebreak, 7-6.
Time.
16 times this year Federer has lost the opening set of a match. 6 times of those 16 has come back to win.
Second sets. Del Potro is challenging a call right far. The ball was cut out.
Just a reminder, if you are on Twitter and you want to get in touch with us here in the box, you can directly here. Just tweet me at Nick Lester. Drop us a line. Always happy to hear your thoughts. The thoughts on that? Federer is not convinced.
Yeah, I was questioning a couple of Hawkeye challenges this week. One he was convinced wasn't as far out as Hawkeye was showing it to be. He's never been a massive fan, has he?
Chill out.
Such an enigma, Del Potro. On the outside, as we always say, such a laconic type nature he has to him.
Chill out.
And on the inside, very, very different.
There's a good passing shot there from Federer. The first one kept it below the height of the net.
First game, second set.
Thanks for all your tweets. Loads of you have been in touch. A lot of you talking about shortening points as we see there in the Emirates ATP rankings. Del Potro finishing the top 10 for the 4th time in 6 years. Leighton Robinson makes a good point. Says, do you think there's merit in Federer shortening the points and coming in more vigorously? What do you think of?
Well, I think he has to attack. It's obviously a strength of his, and I'm sure he would like to approach the net a few more times. But the fact that Del Potro is hitting with such conviction back of the court, it's tough for him to do so. Saw a little bit of chip charging. He's been varying how he's been returning that second serve. Perhaps look to hit and come in a few more times, certainly on the juice side.
Chill out.
Del Potro got himself in a mess. His legs are too long.
These players do persist in trying to come up with a hot shot of the day. Not quite sure he needed to do that. Very nearly got a good hold of that one.
Oh, it's vintage Federer. Playing some fabulous tennis in that rally.
It wasn't easy because he was being pushed side to side, and then this next shot here from Del Potro is going to be very awkward, kept very low. And Federer really having to rip up the back of that one, and he's just always so cool at the net. It looks as if he's got plenty of time.
Thank you.
Shot to go cross court on. No pacing it, they just lifted up the body too early in the head. was roaring before that ball even landed. And it was tight to the line.
Well, it had to be this good and on the line. Otherwise, it wasn't going to beat Del Potro. Just perfect placement. You knew it as soon as it left his strings.
So this would be a perfect riposte here. Break point for Federer.
Gives up very little in that position in the court, Del Potro.
To work pretty hard to get around this one. Cut it just a little too fine. Looking to get his forehand into play, Del Potro, but cutting the margins too tightly. Here's a second break point for Federer.
He's got it. Federer breaks right at the start of the second set here. What a game that was.
Well, he's played so aggressively. His offense has been brilliant. He hasn't backed down. He's paid off there.
Federer leads 2 games to 0.
Whatever happens today, it's definitely been a stirring week for Federer in terms of his performances.
Just never looks the most natural shot for Federer. Much better off the backhand side. A shot that he's implemented on the clay a few years ago.
Oh. Federer shouting, admonishing himself before he even missed it. So amped. The intensity levels that he is at today. I don't remember seeing him operate at this sort of level for a while.
Yeah, it's the reactions, isn't it? Disappointment. You don't normally see that. Normally very calm.
15-13.
And again.
Third shot.
Themes of the week for Federer is whenever he's had a high in a match, he's had a low all of a sudden, but it should be a good way to snap that right now. There's the inconsistencies, but not here. This is a sizable advantage in the second set. Trying to mount a comeback here. Here's the great Swiss man.
Time.
In all of his finals here over the years. First final in 2000 when he lost to Thomas Enqvist. Tim Henman beat him in 2001 in the final. Straight sets, 5-set finals back then they were.
In tears after that match, wasn't he, when he lost to Tim Henman?
He's never actually won a final here, having lost the first set.
15 love.
Just a little higher, a little easier for Del Potro to deal with.
Thank you.
Talk about the effect, the Swiss effect, or the Federer effect that's had on Swiss tennis. 600,000 registered players they have in Switzerland these days, and that's almost doubled in 10 years, I'm told. Not bad considering it's only got 1,000 clubs here, only 1,000 official tennis clubs here in Switzerland. Federer has certainly inspired a few, not just in Switzerland either.
Yeah, having spent a little bit of time in Shanghai covering that tournament, it's just amazing. He's like a god out there, mobbed wherever he goes.
Love.
Hang time there.
13 love. Merci pour la balle.
Another souvenir.
Ace number 10
Portugal.
of his day. Two very comfortable holds, and Federer leads 4-1 in this second set.
Federer leads 4-1.
Let's just have a look at Federer's service direction. Those aces you can see coming juice court down the tee. It's quite interesting. That's a serve he's favouring right now. Del Potro's not picking it. And varying it on the ag court as well. A lot into the body there.
Time.
And Federer will be pretty relieved. A little bit of daylight between him and Del Potro at the moment. Have the breaker serve. You can just play a little more aggressively, a little freer. Del Potro here, though, has got to stay in touch. There's only one break.
Law 15.
I'm not sure if Federer said yes there, as if he thought Del Potro had made that one.
Law 30.
Wasn't to be.
Oh, are you kidding me? He's just hit 3 forehands. Just flat out. And Federer still hung in the point somehow.
Well, he's certainly having to defend, but this is where this guy is just in a different level. The power he's able to generate.
Again, a really smart return. And Federer shakes his head because he knows you should have won the point with this one right here.
Just a little too high and not enough on it. And it's a tough ask to lob him from there.
Oh, one of the points of the week so far. Quite breathtaking again. Del Potro's applying a rocket booster to some of these ground strokes, and Federer's just about hanging on.
He's strapped on his body armour this morning as Federer. Taking some major blows. Just keeps coming back.
Oh, we're not short on entertainment, are we? Gripping stuff. Close to making that as well.
Well, he forces you to be so alert, Del Potro. He really is just pounding the ball right now. Nice little bit of touch to finish off this one, though.
Mr. Potro is challenging a call on the right far. The ball was put.
Really nice groove behind his serve right now. On all 10 points behind his first serve in this set.
Mr. Potro has one challenge.
The emotion continues to pour out of him. Certainly the first time I can remember coming here, and I've been here 5-6 years now, that Federer was not a favourite walking inside the St. Jakobshalle today. A very rare occasion, and that's happened. It has proved to be more than a match for Del Potro. Big point here though, 30-all.
Just a little fortunate to get away with that one, because that wasn't his best wide serve. That was most certainly in the hit zone for Del Potro.
Forehand from Federer, who's dancing around the baseline at the moment. No problem with the movement right now. Fresh as ever. 5-2 Federer leads, second set.
Federer leads 5-2.
Well, the fact that Federer is being so vocal as well, it's really drawing the crowd in as well. Whenever he responds with a big come on, There's a big cheer from the crowd as well. And certainly if you are a little jaded, the crowd can play their part.
Beautiful town, this really is. Right in the heart of the autumn fair right now. Lots going on all around the town. It seems pretty quiet when you arrive here, and sort of the fair starts, and then you wonder where everyone's come from. Absolutely packed on the streets last night. Always a good time of year to be in Basel. Pressure on Del Potro, though, here.
Law 15. Law 30.
So within sight now of this second set.
15, 30. Thank you. Good job.
Point, all-out aggression off the return. And the old forehand doing the trick.
As you say, the return was the one that did all the damage. It got Del Potro on the move.
Set point.
It's wide. Federer in the face of Del Potro. And for the second year in a row, the final of Swiss indoors goes the distance. One set all.
Well, I think Federer will be very pleased with the way he played that second set. 36 minutes of, again, unbelievably high-quality tennis. Got the early break. First serve percentage is looking good there. Del Potro's just dropping off there somewhat, doing so well when it found its mark. Federer in the 90s and much better off the second serve as well. I can tell you the unforced errors dried up there as well from Federer. Only 3 in that set. compared to 11 in the first. Much improved. Game on in the third.
Well, whatever you're doing, if you can put it on the hold for half an hour, I'd do so. Because Federer playing some of the best tennis we've seen from him all year. Probably the best tennis, in truth.
5 sets.
1-0.
Law 15.
Smart.
All. T15.
So energized, so alive, so in control as well. That's something we haven't said about him this year.
14-15.
Very calm when executing, especially today. Game style has been spot on.
It's going to take a big effort on the big man.
14-13.
I suspect he's not going to be gifted this.
Just rushed there, just looked as if he prepared a little late for that backhand. Just a stab at it.
Batten down the hatches a bit here, Del Potro, isn't he? One from 3 so far on his break points. Apologises, which suggests he was.
He raised his eyebrows after this one, Federer. But that wasn't good enough. He just got a little lucky here. Well, very lucky, because this was, I don't know, he almost stuck to the racket there. Kind of span around the frame a bit.
It's in danger of being a double hit, that.
Anticipating the pass beautifully.
Just the composure on this last volley as well, because Del Potro had a bit of time there on that approach, on that passing shot, sorry. Just right place at the right time.
Second double of the game.
Mr. Potro is challenging a call. Mr. Federer is challenging a call on left serve. The ball is
Not a convincing call by that linesman, was it?
Costa.
And a good one.
Advantage Del Potro.
I think he was getting some stick, that linesman, from the person behind him in the crowd.
But he tried, he was kind of holding his throat as if he couldn't get the words out.
Out, and Federer has just lashed a ball up at the screen, up at the ceiling, should I say, because he's been broken in the first game here.
It's not the first time we've seen Federer in control of the game and looking really good, and then out of nowhere he loses his serve. It's only so long before you boil over, the frustrations of that happening.
Especially the way he's been today as well, for the emotions that he's shown, and really has boiled very close to the surface today, Federer. Just wonder if he's thinking at all about London as well, because if he were to win today, he doesn't have to go to Paris, does he? And I don't know if he would consider that. We're playing for all the medals for the poor boys and girls.
Law 15.
Absolutely beautiful exchange between these two.
A couple opportunities there for Del Potro, especially to move forward. Chose not to. Backing himself from the baseline. Toe to toe right now.
30-shot rally. Forehand on the run, usually so reliable for Del Potro.
Federer's forehand, though, just had a little extra on it. A little bit more bite on the ball. Just rushed Del Potro into that one. Time he had the length. Del Potro just looked as if got rooted to the ground, didn't move his feet. Yeah, very low there, bending over with his back, good position to be in.
Two chances to break straight back.
Quick to realise there that was going to be hanging there for a while. Del Potro moving forward, slamming that one away.
So close, and again, Federer's got to be a little careful here because he's going to get a warning. Just having a look. One more of those, and he might be being given a yellow card.
Advantage Del Potro. You.
Two very long games to start this third set, both of them going to the Argentine.
It's just so evident how desperate Federer is to want to win this title. It's maybe his last chance this year. It's not as if it gets any easier next week. And not confirmed in London, so he wants this one badly.
feather. That was beautiful touch.
You could hardly hear the ball off the strings. So much spin on it. Look at the height he's hitting there.
Third love. Fourth love. Forty 15.
Definitely be challenged, I would have thought.
Mr. Federer is challenging a call.
Wanted an explanation as to how far it was out. Mohamed Al-Jannati was a little bit reluctant to give him one. Probably because he's not sure. And that's why. Absolute, ooh, it's a wave of noise.
40 15.
I'm not sure how often the president of Switzerland comes to watch tennis, but he's chosen a pretty good day for it, isn't he? It's 2-1 in the third set. Lots more to come.
Potro leads 2 games to 1.
Taking on board a little extra potassium. Keep the cramps away. Being stretched to the limit. Never holds back. Del Potro on the run, especially on the forehand. Back himself to make those tight ones.
Basel really has been treated to something special today. Of course, a town that, being Swiss territory, actually has borders in both Germany and France. Suburbs, should I say, in Germany and France. In fact, there's a little piece of land not too far away from here where you can stand right where the 3 corners meet of each country. Two continents clashing on court right now. This really has been a gripping 2 hours of tennis.
15 love.
Not an easy backhand to play, this one, the off one. No angle to work with. Creates it, though.
Love.
He asked for the door to be closed.
I'm not sure that's an linesman's duty, is it? Let's have a look on the tour supervisors. Just going to sort that out. There we go.
As if he drived up on that one.
Oh, suddenly his rhythm's just gone. Gives Federer just a chance to get back into this game.
Timely first serve, needed that one. First serve percentage is a little low in this set. Haven't played many games, but he made 5 out of 13 first serves.
So a strange old game. Del Potro extends the lead to 3-1. New balls.
Potro is challenging a call on right far. The ball was cut out. Ball overturned. Law 15. All.
Worrying times for Federer right now because Del Potro clearly opening up his shoulders. Tough for anyone to live with. For anyone to live with him when he's hitting it like that.
The tennis. Federer's serve has been very effective in this match.
Surprised he hasn't served and volleyed just a a touch more,
Del Ciò.
just to take a few options away from Del Potro, add a little variety into his.
In this move, Federer's not going to go away. Good body serve. Potro caught by surprise there.
4-2-13.
Well, this may be the end of the season. Perhaps some players are winding down, but these two are most certainly not. Locking horns, it's great stuff. 3-2.
Del Potro leads 3-2.
I think there's a little more to this tale than has currently been written.
Well, he will have an opportunity somewhere down the line. Federer won't need to break serve. He's just got to make sure he stays in touch and keeps on holding his own. Del Potro's return position. On that second serve, how he's trying to really step in. And there's Federer's exactly the same, taking them on the rise.
So Federer just mopping a bit of mopping up of his own there. A couple of tins of balls.
Tie.
Potro needs to hold serve from here on in, and the title will be his.
Mr. Federer is challenging a call on left serve. The ball was called. Stand. 15 love. Chill out. Mr. Federer has one change.
Yet to lose a point behind his first serve in this third set. Perfect 9 from 9 now. Keeping things subdued in here. There's the big man.
Del Potro leads 4-2.
If you can keep up with those type of combinations, very little Federer can do to make some sort of impact on Del Potro's serve. It's going to take something special, you would imagine.
for 15.
Not quite wide enough, not near enough that sideline. That's what happens.
All.
Living dangerously. As Del Potro weathered this storm.
All.
It's right on the line.
30%.
Right on the back of the line, and Federer faces a potential match point here. Oh, he was on it. And he's missed it by an inch.
Can you believe it? He had plenty of time, just not the elevation, the high part over the net there. Half an inch away. Sorry, I was just saying that's the difference. Yeah, able to put the ball right there. Tough to get a racket onto it.
Well, we'll turn to his corner, to Severin Luthi and his wife down there, who are sitting with their arms leaning over the side, as close as you can get. They want to send their man as much positive energy as they can. He needs it right now. Happened yesterday. In fact, Vasek Pospisil was probably hard done by yesterday a couple of times.
Not all week the players haven't been happy. In contention, that neck cord device. Because it was a very late move forward from Federer. He just felt as if he waited too long. Look at that, behind the service line, playing your first volley. That's not ideal. I think there was a call of not up from the umpire, but that looked as if it was. Neither men stopped, though.
Federer fighting hard. He wants number 6 here in Basel. Del Potro at the moment is looking the more likely. Great stuff.
Potro leads 14-3.
the late move from Federer coming forward. And this was the one that the umpire said not up. That was clearly up. But Federer continued to finish off.
Winner of 918 matches in his career, Roger Federer. Not too far away from catching Guillermo Villas.
Time.
So 929 that Villas won. Jimmy Connors with the most. Yes, in the Open era.
Thank you. Thank you.
Connors had 1,253 wins. Lendl in second place in the Open era, and Villas in third, 929. So Federer definitely will catch Villas.
Trying to go for a little more there, Federer. You can see the trajectory of the ball very low. And the risk of hitting the net from there in that type of shot.
Bruising serving.
Potro.
Continues to win every single point in this set when he makes his first serve. A dominant 14 from 14. There's Robert on the nets.
He
loves his tennis, does Robert. It was at the Davis Cup tie in February when Switzerland were playing and Roger wasn't even playing and he was still there. Watching Marco Kudnelli and Stan Wawrinka.
Really has gone out a lot. That Del Potro returner serve there, wide to the forehand. He's come back with interest on a number of occasions. Just a little jam there, Del Potro. Slow to react, perhaps just expecting that one to the backhand.
Going back down. A good point from Federer again.
40-30.
And he forces Juan Martín del Potro to try and serve it out for the title here in Basel. It's all to play for. 5-4 final set.
Del Potro leads 5 games to 4.
Judging by the way he's been serving, you got to back him. Right,
Yeah, I was just about to say it's tough to see how Del Potro will let this slip, unless, of course, the dreaded nerves get the better of him. But the year he's had, the guys he's beaten this year, the quality and the manner that he's beaten the guys has been nothing but short of brilliance. So if I was a gambling man, I certainly wouldn't be betting against Del Potro right now.
Well, their support all week for Federer has been something to behold. He needs them more than ever right now. Del Potro serving for a 4th title of 2013. Federer just heard a sound or something from the roof. Mohamed El Jannati can't hear anything. Lars Graf is the supervisor at the back of the court. Very strange. Not easily phased, the big guy. It's a real asset of his.
Well, it's smart from Del Potro, just deliberately taking his time. It's been very easy to be distracted.
He's made it, and Federer, did he just shy off the drive volley a little bit?
Well, perhaps, but I then thought he had a really good opportunity here on this one. Well, it was pretty tough. He was full stretch there, just couldn't control it. You could see he was trying for the drop volley down the line as well. Always a little trickier.
Utterly imperious serving from Juan Martín del Potro. Clinical. And it's taken him once more here in Basel, on the brink of a second title in as many years. Championship point. Too good. Juan Martín del Potro defends the Swiss indoors title in Basel. He collects a fourth title of 2013. A really nice embrace between the two to round things off. Federer had an outstanding week.
Juan Martín del Potro.
But the tower from Tandil stands tall at the very end. 2 hours and 20 minutes of absorbing tennis. Del Potro's a champion, 6-4 in the third.
Oh, what a brilliant performance from Del Potro all week. He's just been on top form. So heavy from the back of the court. Been playing so aggressively. Serve has been top draw. And he thoroughly deserved this win today. Federer, though, put up an excellent showing. Best match of the week, but Del Potro's just had a little too much on the day for him.
Just allowed Del Potro that little early lead, didn't he, at the start of the third, dropping serve. Oh, well, this guy's played outside of the majors really this year. Of course, Wimbledon aside, where he played fantastically well.
Oh, here are the numbers from that match. 2 hours and 20 minutes of just top-class tennis. Good to see Federer playing so well once again. First serve percentages from Del Potro, pretty much 60%, but in that third set, only dropped 1 point behind that first serve. That was just incredible serving. Won a lot behind his second serve as well. Plenty of winners from Del Potro as well. 31 and only 10 unforced errors. Federer with a fair amount of winners, beat him in that department. 36 in total, but just a few too many unforced errors in the end. 23 in total, 11 of those coming in the first set. There was an excellent recovery in the second set from Federer, but Del Potro just played with a little too much aggression and power in the third.
Federer's gone back to the shirt that we saw him wearing on the Wednesday in that first set. And this was how it ended. Two men who have had some battles over the last few years. 3 in a row though now for Del Potro. Federer tried mighty hard today, as if we'd expect anything less. It was very evident from him how much he wanted to win here. Understandable again. I sort of felt this was going to be a springboard this week for him, perhaps after the disappointments of this year, and I think it could well be. We'll see. I think in terms of the week of tennis for Federer, it's probably the best he's had in quite some time. The second set today was absolutely outstanding.
It certainly got a lot better as the week unfolded. I think he'll look back and just maybe be a little bit critical on the fact that just a few too many loose points. Got himself into trouble. Had the momentum going in that third set, didn't he? And just let that game slip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be tough to take. Bit of delay here. We've got, of course, the president of Switzerland who will be giving the trophies out this afternoon. He's got to make his way onto the court. And that was how it ended. Absolutely crushing blow once again from Delpo.
Swiss Indoors Basel 2013 und ATP. Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, es folgt nun die Siegerehrung.
They'll land a hope and glory.
Oh. Nice.
Swiss do these ceremonies really well. Everyone standing pretty much inside the arena now. Officials taking to the court. A lot of people do a lot of work to get this event where it is. We have about 5 or 6 full-time staff to run this particular tournament. A lot of people as well working on a part-time basis. Fabulous trophy. That will be lifted by the man who's just gone out of shot.
Die Siegerehrung wird nun vorgenommen von Roger Brennwald, dem Präsidenten der Swiss Indoors Basel, von Bundespräsident Uli Maurer sowie vom langjährigen Freund und Unterstützer unseres Turniers von Altbundesrat Adolf Ogi.
So the tournament director alongside the president of Switzerland, Uli Maurer, on the left-hand side there of your picture. Elected to last year.
Hier ist der Finalist der Swiss Indoors Basel 2013, unser Roger Federer.
They can smile at the end of it. Not always been best of friends, these two. Some consoling words from Roger Brennwald. Runner-up 12 months ago and runner-up here today. Still a 10th final. Here in Basel, he has given them so much to cheer about. Mum and Dad, I was always extremely proud. I don't live too far from here. I'll tell you what, I could be here a while. Absolutely fantastic. Fabulous ovation. Daniel Chamang in the background there. He's the one who pulls the purse strings. He could be a president of Switzerland one day, who knows? Anything's possible. Well, even when he's won here, I don't remember an ovation quite like this before.
He doesn't know quite what to do here.
And now the Mexican wave starting.
Und hier ist der Sieger des Swiss Indoors Basel 2013, Juan Martín del Potro.
So the champion again, loving his time indoors. Del Potro had a quick trip home through Argentina before nipping across the pond again. Champion of the Swiss Indoors 2013. Juan Martín del Potro. His coach.
Vielen Dank für den langen Applaus von euch. Schätze es natürlich extrem.
Well, the Germans are limited, but I think he said thank you for the ovation.
Ich würde gerne natürlich zuerst Juan Martín gratulieren. Great tournament again. Well done. Great year. Great few years now. So keep it up and good luck for Paris and London.
Sheepish look from Del Potro, isn't it?
Es war eine lässige, lange, harte Woche für mich. Ich bin natürlich froh, dass ich 5 Matches spielen hier auf dem Center Court. Es war eine unglaubliche Atmosphäre in jedem von den Matches. Wie gesagt, wir müssen hart kämpfen und zum Schluss leider nicht ganz gelangt, aber ich glaube, der Juan Martín hat es verdient gehabt, hat es souverän abgespielt, wenn er es hat müssen. Darum gratuliere nochmal an Juan Martín. Für mich geht trotzdem eine gute Woche zu Ende. Es war ein hartes Jahr für mich dieses Jahr, darum schätze ich natürlich eure Unterstützung, wenn es manchmal nicht so ganz läuft. Aber es war eine lässige Woche, eine gute Woche. Ich konnte immer anfangen, besser Tennis spielen und vor allem, wenn es am Schluss ist, wirklich nicht schlecht war. Darum bin ich sehr zufrieden und ich hoffe, es kann weitergehen so und dann natürlich auch im 2014 für mich nochmal gesehen. Vielen Dank auch allen, die das Turnier organisieren. Für uns Spieler ist es immer sehr schön, dort zu sein. Auch alle Ballenbau und Ballenmädchen. Ich bin mal dort gewesen. Es ist immer schön, euch zu sehen, gell? Merci.
Of course, he usually shares his pizza, doesn't he?
Wir haben jetzt noch
With the
kleine
ball
gegeben,
boys
es
and
ist
ball
immer
girls.
grösser geworden, es sind fast alle gleich groß langsam. Ja, so vergeht Zeit. Nein, also vielen Dank nochmal, wir sehen uns nächstes Jahr und vielen Dank nochmal für die super Unterstützung. Bis dann, alle miteinander.
Well, first, I would like to congratulate you, Roger, as well. You made a good tournament. I'm sorry again. But for me, it's always... For me, always is a pleasure playing against you. I know you are the hero for all of you, and for me it's a big inspiration too. And you are making history in every single tournament, so I'm so proud to be part of the same time playing with you. And
Nice
I
words.
wish all the best.
Very nice words from Juan Martin.
Thank you to you guys. You respect me a lot, and was unbelievable for me this finals, all tournament. I'm so glad to came just to play here, and hopefully I can be here next year for sure. Thank you for inviting me today. Thank you, everyone, boys. You make fantastic. You are so fast, and you make our show really, really good. Thank you, my team.
Now they've only got
Muchas
25
gracias.
seconds.
Some words in Spanish. Muchas gracias a los argentinos que están aquí, a mis amigos, a mi familia, and hopefully see you next year. Thank you very much.
Thoroughly nice guy, Juan Martin Del Potro.
Juan Martín del Potro.
And he wins in Basel for a second time.
Roger Federer und Juan Martín del Potro überreichen nun jeden Ball.
Federer will put the medals on one side of the ball kids, while Del Potro will do it on the other. It's always the way here. Very nice touch of the tournament. They get to just get a little closer to their heroes. These little things as well, these little touches in an event, just add something, very personal touch to an event like this. Wonder how many of these kids will be playing here in 15 years' time.
Right now it feels like they're meeting royalty.
He's a little nervous, wasn't he, that young man? I'd be nervous.
Yeah. Probably rehearsed it in his mind
Yeah.
1,000 times. What he's going to do and say.